श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विशेषगुरो गणामधे सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। क्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवदर्पकार्ये सर्वदा नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नमो धर्माय मदे नमः कृष्णाय वेदसे ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमस्कृत्य धर्मान् मोक्षामि शाश्वताम्। नमो भगवते तस्मै व्यासाय तदेशस्य प्रसादात् वक्ष्यामि नारायणकथामिमाम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं ब्रह्म भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. Previously, we were looking under Drona Parva, we were looking at Pandavas and Kauravas beginning the battle on the 11th day. So Drona became the commander of the forces on the Kaurava side, and then he started the charge and he promised Duryodhana that he will try to capture um, Yudhishthira alive, and with that the battle will conclude. And with that, he was attacking and he was destroying that Panchala forces. So we were looking at that and we'll continue from there. So in that battle, Shakuni battles with Sahadeva, and both of them cutting off each other's bows and arrows and things like that. Then Sahadeva in that battle, he pierces Shakuni with 60 arrows, and Shakuni again taking up a mace, he jumps down from his chariot, and then with that mace, he kills Sahadeva's charioteer, and also he destroys the chariot itself. Then both of them again, without any chariots, they both armed with mace, they started fighting each other in the battlefield. Drona had battle with Drupada, so he was battling with them with many arrows and things like that, both of them fighting each other. Bhima had battles with Vinsati, and Vinsati in that he kills Bhima's horses, and he cuts off Bhima's standard and bow. And then Bhima taking up a mace, he kills horses of Vinsati. Then, like this, the battle continues between them. Shalya has battle with Nakula, and again, Nakula cuts off his uncle's horses and umbrella, standard, charioteer, bow, and things like that. Drishtaketu has battle with Krupa. So Krupa again in that battle, both of them fighting each other. The Krupa it gives thick shower of arrows, throws a thick shower of arrows on Drishtaketu. Drishtaketu again resisting all that, fights back. Satyaki has battle with Kritavarman. Again, both are very strong. So piercing him with 70 arrows, and then once again he pierces with many other arrows. So then Kritavarma one more, he strikes at Satyaki with 70 arrows. So like this, the battle continues. Senapati has battle with Susharman, and Karna has battle with Virata. Drupada battles with Bhagadatta. So then also, Bhurishrava has battle with Shikandi, Ghatotkacha has battle with the other Rakshasa on the other side, Alambusha. So both of them are resorting to illusions and creating a lot of illusions. They're trying to defeat each other. Chekitana has battle with Anuvinda, Lakshmana has battle with Kshatradeva, Paurava has battle with Abhimanyu. Both of them fighting, and then in that battle, Abhimanyu strikes Paurava. Paurava again covers Abhimanyu with a large number of arrows. Abhimanyu kills cuts off his standard umbrella, and then Paurava he pierces Abhimanyu with he pierces Paurava with 7 arrows. Abhimanyu strikes Paurava's and charioteer and then horses with 5 arrows, and then Abhimanyu like this with an arrow his bowstring was cut off, and then he was ready to take up kill Paurava in that arrow. So after killing his horses, charioteer, everything, he was ready to take Paurava's life. At that time, Kritavarman comes there, and then he rescues Paurava from that, and he has battle with Paurava Abhimanyu. So the battle continues between them. Both of them continue to battle. Then uh, uh, the Parva in that battle again, he continues, and then uh, Abhimanyu continues to battle with Kritavarman and Parva together. Similarly, on the battlefield, Jayadratha, he has looking at Parva in that battle, struggling with Abhimanyu. Jayadratha comes there and he's trying to have battles. Abhimanyu and Jayadratha have battle. So Abhimanyu, seeing Jayadratha coming towards him, he leaves Parva and then has battle with Jayadratha. So Jayadratha, in that battle, he was again large number of arrows shown thrown at Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu fights back with Jayadratha. So Abhimanyu strikes Jayadratha with large number of arrows, and he repeatedly he cuts off his bows and arrows. So like that, he Jayadratha comes up with a sword, and Abhimanyu breaks that sword as well. So like this, the battle takes place, and Jayadratha was defeated by Abhimanyu in that battle. So Shalya then comes, and then he has battle with Abhimanyu. So both then Shalya's Abhimanyu again jumping down from his chariot, taking a sword. He goes after Shalya, and nearing Shalya, he jumps onto Shalya's chariot, and then there he kills his charioteer and kills. So then at that time, all of the Pandavas watching that battle Abhimanyu was performing with Virata, Drupada, Drashtaketi, Yudhishthira, Satyaki, Kekeya, brothers Bhima, Drishtadyumna, Shikandina, all of them, Nakula, Sahadeva, all of them praised Abhimanyu for his the skills he has shown in that battle, jumping on Shalya's chariot and then killing his charioteer. Like this, Abhimanyu battles with them. Then all of them together, they started attacking Abhimanyu. Shalya as well. Then comes there, and then he has battle with Abhimanyu. So then, seeing this, Bhima comes to that place, and then Bhima continues in that battle. So Dhritarashtra again asks, "How did Abhimanyu battle? How did the others battle in that battle? What happened between Shalya and Abhimanyu?" So Sanjay continues his narration. He says that Shalya and Abhimanyu are battling like that. Bhima thinks about Abhimanyu being alone. He comes there, and then he resumes battle with, takes over his battle with Shalya. So like this, Bhima and Shalya start battling. So there was nobody among the Pandavas except Bhima who could face Shalya in that battle on that day. So Shalya was battling like that. So the battle continues between them, Shalya and Bhima, both of them with maces. They start fighting each other, striking each other in the maces, coming in different formations, different jumps, and striking each other. They falling down from the earth and then jumping up and striking each other. They like two elephants with their tusks. They were fighting each other. So the blows again from the maces that heard from all the sides, and the sparks coming from the bows, the maces was like a lightning, and they both continued to fight like that, circling each other, quickly nearing each other, then stepping away, and then jumping again like two elephants. They striking each other with the maces. They were showing all the skills that's required in a mace fight, and then they were fighting like that. So like this one, they were fighting. Then Kritavarman quickly comes there, and uh, he sees Shalya becoming very tired, and in that battle with Bhima, he takes up Shalya on his chariot and takes him away. So then Bhima continues to with us that mace. He looking at Shalya going away from that battle, he starts destroying the Kaurava forces that were assembled there, fighting for Shalya and Kritavarma coming there. So, like this, the battle continues. Then Karna, Vrishasena continues, and Vrishasena is Karna's son. So Karna's son, he in that battle, he continues to fight Pandavas and Pandava warriors. So he killed large number of horses, chariot riders, elephants, and in that battle by thousands. And seeing him fighting like that, Nakula's son Shatanika goes to him, and then they have a battle with them. So Vrishasena in that battle cuts off bow and removes the standard of Shatanika, and then the other sons of Draupadi go and try to rescue Shatanika, and all of them battle Vrishasena. At that time, Ashwatthama comes there, seeing Karna's son in trouble with 5 against 1, so he comes to rescue Vrishasena. Like this, the battle continues. Then again, the battle continues between the Kauravas and Pandavas. Bhima, Karna, Kripa, Drona, Ashwatthama, and Drishtadyumna, Satyaki, all these were fighting in that battle like it's the end of that yuga, and they are destroying everybody. Then Yudhishthira's army again, with loud shouts, they began to surge, and they had to fight with the Kauravas in that battle. Seeing like this Kaurav host broken by the Pandava warriors, Drona tells everybody not to run away and continue fighting, and then he continues, and remembering again the promise he made to Duryodhana, he continues to fight. Then Yudhishthira strikes Drona in that battle with sharp arrows, and Drona again, however, cuts off Yudhishthira's bow and rushes towards him. So Yudhishthira then again, then the protectors of Yudhishthira's side, Kumara, who is the prince of Panchala, he comes there to rescue Yudhishthira from Drona. At that time, Drona takes up a sharp arrow and then has battle with Kumara. So in that battle, he checks Drona's advance, and then Drona, with sharp arrows, kills Kumara in that battle. So he kills Drupada's son, Kumara. He kills him. So like this, he continues, and then striking Shikandani with 12 arrows, Uttamaja with 20, Nakula with 5, Sahadeva with 7, Yudhishthira with 12, and 5 sons of Draupadi each with 3, and then Satyaki with 5, and then Virata with 10 arrows. Like this, Drona battles everybody that's there, and he advances towards Yudhishthira with the hope of seizing him, capturing him. Yugandhara then stops Drona, but again, Drona, with sharp arrows, he cuts off Yugandhara's head from his body, and then Yugandhara dies in that battle. Then Virata, Drupada, Kaikeya brothers, Satyaki, Shibi, Vagradatta, and then Drishtadyumna, Singasena, all of them and many others trying to rescue Yudhishthira from Drona. All of them started attacking Drona. But Drona, Vagradatta, in that again, he is another prince from Panchala. He strikes Drona with 50 arrows, and then Singasena strikes Drona with large number of arrows. Drona again becoming very angry, he rushes against them, and then he cuts off the head of Singasena and then Vagradatta in that battle. So like this, he kills Kumara, he kills Singasena, Vagradatta, and he also kills kills Yugandhara. So these princes were killed by Drona, and then resisting all the others that's striking at him, he approaches Yudhishthira and he stands in front of Yudhishthira with the hope of capturing. At that time, all the army on the Yudhishthira side, they started worrying, and they started screaming that king is killed, king will be killed, and he will be captured. So, and all the other warriors as well, they all said, today Dhritarashtra will be crowned, Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhana will be crowned success in this war. He will win this war today because Drona is going to capture Yudhishthira alive, and the battle, this war will come to an end. So while the soldiers were very happy and Drona was very near Yudhishthira, at that time Arjuna comes there and he covers the entire area with his own arrows, and then Drona could not make any progress. So Arjuna comes there, destroying all the Kaurav warriors that were there, blocking his way. He comes there with his own river of blood following him, with the destruction he has caused. So when he comes there, the killing all those Kurus, quickly crossing that river of constituted of all the arrows, elephants, and everything that was there, horses, the soldiers, chariots, everything that's destroyed on his path. He comes there and he suddenly came up to Drona's division and covering it with thick a shower of arrows. He comes there and then with his arrows shooting, nobody could see Arjuna continuously releasing the arrows. Nobody could see when he takes up his arrows from his quiver, places it on in the bowstring, and then stretches and then releases. Nobody could see. It was so quick, continuous line, him releasing those arrows. He comes and he stops Drona reaching Yudhishthira and taking him captive. So at that time, evening sets and sun also goes down, and then Drona and Duryodhana and others, they all withdraw their troops for the evening. And looking at that, Arjuna as well withdraws his troops along with the Pandavas and everything. Then Pandavas, Panchalas, Srinjayas, everybody filled with joy that king was rescued at the last minute, and then Arjuna comes there and all of them started praising Arjuna, and then all of them started praising Arjuna and Krishna in that evening. So like that, all the Pandavas and Kauravas, the battle concluded on the 11th day, where a lot of Panchala forces were killed by Drona. Panchala princes were killed by Drona. He was very close to capturing Yudhishthira, but at the last minute, Arjuna comes there and stops it. So that concludes the 11th day of the battle. Then we look at, so Sanjay continues his narration. He says that with the troops having withdrawn to tents at that time, Drona very sadly he addresses Duryodhana and he says that he was in shame because he could not achieve the promise he made. And he says that I told you before this day start as well, that if Arjuna comes, then nobody will not be able to, we will not be able to capture Yudhishthira. Even with Devatas come together to capture him, he will not be able to face up to Arjuna because Krishna and Arjuna are invincible. Nobody can defeat them. But if Arjuna's white horses are taken away from this battlefield by some means, if they are taken away, then Yudhishthira we can capture. There is no doubt about this. So make sure that something happens so that Arjuna is taken away from this battlefield. If he is away, then if he does not return without return to the battlefield, then we will definitely can capture. So again, he says that Arjuna will not be. With Arjuna there, I will not be able to seize Yudhishthira. And again, Pandava host in the very sight of Drishtadyumna, I will penetrate that if Arjuna is not there. So that's what I will tell you. So do something so that Arjuna is taken away from the battlefield. When they are planning for the next day, 12th day battle, Drona tells this to Duryodhana. Then hearing this, Trigartas with his brothers, they say that we are always humiliated by Arjuna and we have done nothing to him, but he always injures us. He always insults and he defeats us in the battle. So remembering that humiliation, we burn in anger every time. So never able to sleep at night. So it is by good luck that Arjuna is there in the battlefield against in front of us. So that's why, therefore, we will do something. Okay, we will strive to achieve uh, what we will try to achieve what is agreeable to everybody. Taking him out of this field, we will kill him. Taking him out of away from this battlefield, we will kill him. Let today either Arjuna be killed or Trigartas will be killed. One of us is going to die, but we will definitely take away Arjuna away from this battlefield. That's what we will do, and we will to make a vow on this, and they swear. So the Trigarta brothers, they swear based on saying that they will definitely take away Arjuna. And then Satyarata, Satyavarma, Satyavrata, Satyeshu, Satyakarman, all these similarly, having spoken like that, the five brothers with 10,000 chariot riders on their own uh, came before Duryodhana and having taken the oath on that battlefield. And also the Malavas, Tundikeras with 1,000 chariot riders on them, and also Susharman, the ruler of Prasthala, and Mavallakas, Lalitas, Madrakas with 10,000 chariot riders, and his brother Susharman with his brothers, and another 10,000 chariot riders with diverse types of arms and everything. They all take oath that either they will die or they will kill Arjuna in the battlefield. So then, bringing fire in front of them, making preparation for igniting one for himself, they took the kusha grass rope, that is darba grass rope, and beautiful their coat of mail, and then bathed in ghee, all of them with robes of kusha grass around them, with the bowstring serving as their griddle. All of those, all of them given away thousands and thousands of presents to brahmanas for their benedictions, and then brahmanas they performed all the rituals before going to that for their victory. They been blessed with children, and like this, they all of them deserving great warriors. They all deserve heaven. Such a warriors, all of them ready to give up their life, all of them devoted to their atma and attainment of fame and victory, all of them who were soon ready to reach that far region. All of them always gave abundant presents to brahmanas by means of all the rites and things like that. So all of them chief among the brahmacharya and study of Vedas and things like that. So those brahmanas, they gave all this gift, and then giving the brahmanas gold, cows, clothes, and all of things. They then in that fire they have ignited, they took a vote, and they said all collectively, they said that they make this vow here. So what they say here is they call out all the things, evil things that one could do, and the regions they get because of that. Say, for example, let that region be mine if I don't succeed. So the region be mine where a thief will get if. Okay, so for example, if somebody thieves, somebody steals something, we said Shastra say that he's going to go into this type of naraka and he's going to suffer all these things. Okay, what these brothers here are saying is, let such a region be mine if I'm unable to, if I run away from the battlefield, or I'm unable to kill Arjuna or die in that battlefield. Okay, so if I hesitate to do that, so if I don't do this, then let such a region, such a horrible region, be mine, not heaven. Okay, so like this, they make the vows. So what we see in this vow they're making is all the things one should not do, because the regions they are quoting is the ones that are attained by those people who reach such regions by doing all these evil acts. Okay, so what are those regions they talk about? So those regions are of the persons who are never adopted any vows. So if anybody does not do any vratas and things like that, those regions, though the people go after their death, let such regions be one, ours. Okay, those regions who drink wine, and those that are for him who has adulterous connections with his guru's wife. Okay, he has a relationship with his guru's wife, and those that robs a property of a brahmana. Okay, so and are those who enjoy king's grant without satisfying the condition of the grant. So this is again, if king gives some grant saying that do these kind of things or distribute this or build the road or things like that. If we take today's, for example, okay, a contractor gets money to build a road or build a electric line for improve the plant trees around the road or water supply or whatever. Okay, the contractor eats the money, half of the money, and spends a little bit on doing all those things. So such a region, okay, that those people get a horrible regions after death. And what these Trigartha brothers they are saying here is, let such a region be ours, or the regions for him who abandons one ask for shelter. Okay, so when someone asks for shelter, you should always give shelter to such a person. So when somebody is really seeking for shelter, that means protection. And for him who slays a candidate for his favor. So if you kill somebody for your own benefit, that's not good. That's the wrong thing to do. Then those that are the persons who that set fire to the houses and to that of those who that kill the cows. Okay, so again, setting fire to a house of anyone's house and also killing cows are not are evil acts. And then those regions that are those that injure others, so you hurt others, and those that are persons harboring malice against brahmanas. So again, we looked at two things here: brahmanas, one and taking the property of brahmanas, and then whose harbors malice against brahmanas, and those that are for him who from folly does not seek companionship with his wife in her season. So again, he does not. This is again related to the Pitruna. Okay, so he should have children through his wife. So if he does not do that, that's again not as per the dharma. And then those that are who seek the companionship with the woman on the day they have performed Shraddha. So again, on the Shraddha days, one should not seek companionship with wife. So those that are the person that injure their own selves, so and those that misappropriate what is deposited with them in confidence. So again, if somebody gives you something in confidence, keep this, and then you start using it, that's against the dharma. And those that destroy the learning. So if again any learning destruction means again you either destroy those who are learned or the facilities for the learning itself if one causes destruction of that. And then those who battle eunuchs, again this is another reason why Bhishma says he does not battle with Shikandi. And then those that follow persons that are mean. Okay, so the mean persons, you should not have companionship with them. And then those regions for those atheists. And then those that abandon the sacred fire, mothers, and those who abandon these people, mothers or fire, the sacred fire they maintain. So those regions also, those also not righteous things. And then those regions that are sinful. So all the sinful regions, those such sinful regions attained by these people that's just mentioned, right? All those be ours if without killing Arjuna, we return from the field, or if crowned by him on the field, we turn back from fear. Okay, if we run away from the battlefield, or we return without killing Arjuna, then such a regions be ours. But what are the regions? All these regions we said, right? So those wicked people that attain, those regions be ours. Because all these princes, Trigarthas, we said already they already performed a lot of sacrifices, they already gave lot of gift to brahmanas, they have done a lot of dharmic things, right? So they have attained a lot of religious merit, but what they are, so they are definitely destined to go to heaven. And being a kshatriya and in the battle, having this battle, they are destined for heaven. What they are saying here in the vow is, if we if we return from the battle without killing Arjuna or run away from Arjuna scared of him, then let such horrible regions be ours. So with that, so again, they say that they make that vow in front of that fire, and then they, having said that, they march to the battlefield on the 12th morning. So these people then make that vow and they go to battlefield and then challenge Arjuna, saying that come and have battle. If you are brave, come and have battle with us. So seeing this, Arjuna was challenged by them. He tells Yudhishthira that when someone challenges me in the battle, then I cannot turn back. I cannot say that I will not have battle with you because I'm here protecting King Yudhishthira. Okay, or any other reason. I can't give any reason. I have to have that battle. So that's my vow that when someone challenges, I will definitely have battle. And these men are sworn to die today or attain victory. They are summoning in this great battle. So this fisherman here with his brothers, he summons me to the battle. So that's why grant me permission for killing him with all his fellow followers. I will do that. So if I am unable to break this challenge, I'm unable to take this challenge, then it will not be right. So I will definitely have to go to this battle and have this battle with fisherman and his people. And Yudhishthira says that you have heard that Drona is planning to what he's planning. He's trying to capture me, he's trying to seize and end this battle. Drona is of great strength and does not get tired having this battle. So even he is vowed to my capture. So you know all these things. So Yudhishthira is saying, you have your vow, but also you know what Drona is saying. So Yudhishthira does not say directly that you can go, don't worry about me. He says that you know what Drona is going to do when you go away. So think about it. So Arjuna says, the Satyajit here, he will be your protector today. As long as Satyajit lives in this battle, Drona will not be able to do anything. And if Satyajit is killed by Drona in the battle, then do not remain in this battlefield. You go back to your camp, tent, and leave this battlefield. So let everybody else fight. You leave this battlefield. So Arjuna says that. And having said that, he leaves Yudhishthira, and the Yudhishthira blesses him with all the blessings, and Brahmanas everybody bless. And then Arjuna goes against Trigartas like a hungry lion against a herd of deer. He goes against, then Duryodhana, filled with joy because he sees Arjuna rushing towards Trigartas, challenged by Trigartas, Fisherman, and others. He goes and he thinks that, okay, so if Arjuna is gone, then Drona is going to do this. So seeing this, he becomes very happy that Yudhishthira is going to be captured today, and he asks his troops to prepare for the battle towards Yudhishthira and the rest of the Pandava army without Krishna and Arjuna. So the Samshaptakas, so Samshaptaka is the soldiers sworn to conquer or die. Okay, so they are, so here the term we use, Trigarta and all the princes that we looked at earlier, the names, all of them with the armies, that's about 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 4 or 5 times we looked at, right? So all those chariot riders and the army, everything that's coming with them, all of them are sworn like this to kill Arjuna, conquer in that battle, or let themselves die in the battle. So they made that promise. So such a soldiers who make such promise are known as Samshaptakas, and together we call them like that. Here in this battle, you see either Trigartas or Samshaptakas used synonymously here, because in Mahabharata war, this is the one group that's sworn to conquer or die. So we'll have this them when we mention some Samshaptakas, so it is them. So those again, they were filled with joy seeing Arjuna coming towards them, because they always wanted to have that battle with Arjuna and kill Arjuna. So they made a huge noise, and all of them coming there, they prepare for the battle. And Arjuna looks at Krishna and addresses him, saying that, look at these three Artha brothers, all of them are about to die. So today I will destroy all of them, and I will send them to the worlds where they are desiring to go. So, saying this, Krishna agrees, and then they start the battle. So Arjuna blows his conch shell Devadatta, and then with that, all the Samshaptakas, they all of them stood motionless, seeing terrified with the blare of that conch shell. And all the animals stood there with their eyes wide open, ears, neck, and lips paralyzed by that legs motionless. And some of them, many of them passed urine and vomited blood hearing that loud noise. So regaining again consciousness, they all of them placed themselves in proper order against Arjuna, and all of them started fighting with Arjuna with 5, 10 arrows. They started cutting off thousands of arrows that towards Arjuna. So then Arjuna again with 10 arrows he strikes, and then they Arjuna again strikes them with 3 arrows, and then with multiple arrows. Then Arjuna continuously with thousands and thousands of arrows, countless arrows, he started striking those warriors that's coming towards him with large number of weapons and things like that. So then deeply strike hurt by all of those, Arjuna becomes Arjuna then releases 30 arrows towards them, and then he again fixes uh, with a large number of arrows and strikes them. So then, with broad arrows, he cuts off the leather fence of Subahu and covers Sudarman. Then Subahu strikes Arjuna with 10 arrows. So then Arjuna, having taken those arrows towards him and then cutting off those arrows, he cuts off the bow of Sudanman, and then he kills with his arrows Sudanman's horses, then cuts off Sudanman's head from his body. So then Sudanman falls, then terrified, the soldiers run away from that place, some of the soldiers. Then Arjuna again, with anger, he continuously releases a shower of arrows towards that Trigartha forces, and the king of Trigarthas becoming angrily, he tells his warriors, do not run away, because we have made this vow that we will kill, and how what face you are going to go to Duryodhana and show your face that you have run away from this battlefield like a cowards. Stop and then start fighting. So when he addresses like that, all those forces they return. Samshaptakas, this Narayana cowherd, all of them resolve to fight. They come back again. We look at Narayana cowherd here. So these cowherds, if you remember, uh, in Pandavas in the Uddyoga Parva, when Arjuna went to Dwaraka to meet Krishna, and at the same time Duryodhana also came there, Arjuna seeks help of Krishna, and Duryodhana gets all Krishna's army, Narayani Sena, right? So all the cowherds that were there, all of them as well. So all of them, along with these Trigarthas, they start fighting Arjuna in this battlefield. So Arjuna has battled with them. So seeing those Samshaptakas in that battle for once more coming back. So again, when Sudanwan's killed, all of them were running away, but Susharman encourages them to come back, and all of them return. So Arjuna once again addresses Krishna, asking him to take those horses towards those Samshaptakas, and then today I will destroy all these with these trigger the warriors that's coming there. Saying this, he asks Krishna to take his chariot. Krishna smiles and does as he was requested by Arjuna. Then also those Narayani's cowherds, they all of them surrounded Arjuna and covering with shower of arrows. Then Arjuna in that battle with large number of arrows, he destroys that arrow shower, and then blowing his Devadatta once more, he takes up Twastra weapon, divine celestial weapon, and then he releases that. Once he releases that weapon, in that battlefield, there are thousands and thousands of forms of Arjuna and Krishna were seen everywhere with that illusion. And through that, the soldiers started fighting each other, saying that this is Arjuna, this is Krishna, and this is Krishna. And they started fighting each other. They started hurting each other and killing each other. So, like this, the battle continues. So the Trigartas with them, they continued by one after another striking each other. Then again, killing thousands of them with arrows. All of them were Arjuna kills thousands of them to Yama's place. With his arrows, he kills Lalityas, Malava, Mavellakas, Trigarta warriors, many of them, thousands of them. Then again, they all again once again came and attacked Arjuna. So like this, the battle continues, and then with they once again cover Krishna and Arjuna, and Arjuna at that time again they cover a thick shower of arrows, and with those arrows, Krishna, being a charioteer of Arjuna, he could not see Arjuna. The arrows were so much, they could not see each other, even though they're sitting on the same chariot. Then Krishna asks Arjuna, "Where are you? Are you okay? Are you okay? Where are you?" And then Arjuna immediately releases Vayuva weapon. With that, the huge wind, Vayu, started blowing, and it started taking away all those Samshaptakas, horses, elephants, everything in various directions, flying them away, and like leaves borne away by the normal wind we see. So like this, it takes away many thousands of them and kills them. So like this, the Arjuna continues to battle. We'll see what happens to Yudhishthira while Arjuna is away next time.